You know, the key to anything, whether we're trying to develop skill sets from the domain or from the world of psychology, if we're trying to physically get stronger, if we're trying to mentally level up, or intellectually, like we're trying to learn things, learning is the one part, which I think is the easiest part. Like this core, like today's, the easiest part is me delivering with you guys. The hard part is you going and practicing some of this stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna think about using it here, and I'm gonna apply. But that's what we do. We just practice, and that's that learning curve again, where we now go from this place of just doing it unconsciously to consciously. And then we get that skill master. And communication and interpersonal skills and emotional intelligence and mindfulness and conscious behavior and self-awareness, it's a never-ending thing we keep practicing. You know, the greatest thing that, again, you walk out, I said it differently earlier, but the greatest thing you walk out of here with today, right, is self-awareness. Self-awareness is the #1 thing we need. It's only with self-awareness we can now adjust. It is only with self-awareness we could understand how we're now needing to apply the tool or the concept. It is only with self-awareness that we actually are aware that we should be doing something different. Without that, we're just the monkeys that our ancestors were, doing the whole Neanderthal thing. Me caveman, you caveman, me hit you, you hit me, right? Chase dinosaur. Right, we get to be far more effective, guys, and I think the journey we're about to go on for the next 3 months is we want this affecting all aspects of our life, and it is you that are going to be wearing egg on you if it ain't done, not them. But you said something there. You said, "Wait a minute, I got an angry child, I got a spontaneous child, I got some withdrawn child." I guess I recognize that. Now, one of the goals we have is what is called adult-to-adult communication, right? So let me relate it to you this way. There are days you sound like a critical parent with your 19-year-old, and he behaves like one of the child ego states. And then on a good day, you sound like the adult ego states. So let's do a little role play. So you'll be your son, I'll be you. Let's make it simple, something around the house, right? Hey son, look, you know, we've spoken about this before. I really need you to do this or help around here or something, whatever the demand is, right? And he responds with, "Okay, Dad, I get you, whatever, Dad, leave me alone, Dad," type of thing. Right? Now, that was critical parent, right, guys? There was a very strong sort of demand. And it sounded like I spoke to him like a little bit of a child, even though he's a 19-year-old man, right? But guess what? He fucking acted like a child when I spoke to him. So it reinforced my perception, which is, yes, he is a child. But what if we spoke to him like the adult? Because the goal, guys, the goal in communication, understanding comfort, the path that gets us there is adult to adult. Gabriel, when you're the adult and your son's the adult, it's a very different type of conversation. When you're the adult and that person that's blocking you is the adult, it's very different conversation. This person is because of who we are. The problem is sometimes who we are is because of the person. When that person in business behaves like the child, they're avoidant or they're deflective or they're not taking responsibility, or maybe they're the critical parent. You literally treat your son like a business meeting, like you're about to go deal with this, and instead of going with the demand, you go, "All right, well, let me ask you some questions. What do you think our options are here?" You know how you do that thing in the meeting where you ask those questions, the adult-based questions to problem solve and to figure out what the solution is? That's what we got to do at home, because that creates adult. Now, the one tool, the communication technique, the behavior that we need to implement, we need to be conscious with, is being empathetic when dealing with the child ego state. Here's another way to look at it. Imagine this person operating as a wounded child. The person in front of you is fucked up emotionally. They're stressed out, they got their anxiety going, they've got pressure at home. You hear all that nonsense on like, oh, well, what's going on in their life? I don't care what's going on in their life. It's not my problem. My objective is to complete the task, to get the project done, to move the business forward. But in order for me to get there, in order for me to move that forward, guess what? I got to lean into this. I got to be like, okay, shit, I got a wounded child here. The person is not meaning to be emotional right now. They didn't wake up this morning and intend to be difficult. They weren't thinking, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in this meeting and I'm just going to screw with Gabriel. I'm just going to say no, just to piss him off. People don't think that far. People walk in the meeting and they're like, hi, Gabriel. And Gabriel goes, all right, listen, we need to get this done. I need a project completed. I need a timeline. And people go, whoa, where's the love? And you go, I don't have time for love. I don't care about loving you. Yes, but guess what? The little millennials and the Gen Zs and even the Gen Xs and even the boomers, we need to be fucking loved. We need community. And that doesn't mean we sacrifice your objective and your approach. What it means is you go, I'm going to be more intelligent than these people. I'm going to be a better communicator. I know that my goal is to get them an adult, and the way I'm going to get them there is I'm going to take them, I'm going to go with them down this path, and we're going to go there. Because once they're in that adult, whack, now I can actually deal with shit. Now I can have a conversation about milestones, deadlines, performance, expectations. Now we can talk about the stuff.
Hey, I'm Greg Witz. Thanks so much for coming and checking out the video. If you like that video, you're going to love the next one. So I'd highly suggest that you click this video over here. And don't forget to subscribe and share.